similar, but this time just for top rock. Question?
Yeah. When I do the two-legged out, I feel like I fall over off my hand.
Yeah.
How am I keeping like my weight on my hand while I kick with both legs up?
So keep in mind that while you're doing your kickouts, right, it should be a really quick process. It should be very in and very out. Like you shouldn't be lingering on this hand. So if you're having difficulty with your weight distribution, you should be kicking your legs up faster. So there's a big difference between me going like this and me going like this. Like I barely feel any type of weight when I'm kicking out very quickly. So I don't know like what you were doing exactly while you had all your weight down here initially before you asked the question. But you just want to mention, this goes for everybody else as well, like when you're kicking out, you should be very in and very out. So, you know, the longer you have your feet all the way out, that's the more weight that's gonna be on one particular arm and one particular hand. So it's gonna, you know, you're gonna feel it more. So my logic is, okay, if I don't wanna feel it, I just have to go faster. But just make sure that if you're deciding to increase your speed, that you're not also cutting back on like the actual, like how clean you are. Because a lot of people are attracted to speed when they think of footwork, but they have really sloppy footwork. So I would rather you guys have really slow and like visually appealing footwork than you going super, super fast, but it looks really like sloppy. Because that used to be me when I was a beginner. I had really fast footwork from the beginning. My footwork was fucking disgusting, like in a bad way. It was very, it was super sloppy. It looked like, it just didn't look good. So I don't want you to look like me when I first started. And just take your time with it. But at the same time, you have to find that healthy balance, because if you go too slow, then you risk all that weight being like that, and this is not comfortable versus me just going in like that, right? So just keep that in mind, right? So for our second warm-up, we're gonna stand up and we're gonna be doing top rock. Just by a show of hands, how many of us feel comfortable with our Indian step? And if you're unaware of what Indian step is, raise your hand. Not a problem. So I got both of you right now. So I'm going to give both of you a slightly modified, easier version. But I'm also going to show you both what the ideal step looks like. And then it's up to you guys whether or not you want to try to do like the standard version or the more toned down version, just for the sake of the drill, okay? So again, this is just for you guys in the back. First, we're going to start by kicking our leg, just like that. From here, we're going to switch our feet from here, and then our right foot is going to hop over our left. My hips and my chest are then going to turn all the way to the left at the same time, just like that. Now from here, I'm going to hop back onto my left foot that I'm wiggling. In 3, 2, 1, hop back. And then from here, I'm switching my feet again. Then I hop to the right, hop back, switch to the left, hop back, switch to the right, hop back, switch to the left, hop back, switch, right, back, switch, left, back, switch, right, back, switch, left, back, switch, right, back, switch, left, back, switch. You get it, right? So that's something that I want you guys to stick with. If this next step is just too chaotic, okay? So that way you have something to fall back on. But ideally, the actual step, we're gonna start very similarly. We're gonna kick our foot, just right here. Switching, right foot hops over. Now the main difference here is that we're going to switch our feet in place. So where my left foot is, where my right foot is, my left foot is going to go. So we're gonna switch our feet in 3, 2, 1, switch. And then from here, we're going to turn our hips and our chest back towards the mirror and kick on 3, 2, 1, turn and kick. Just like that. And then from here, switching your feet again, hopping to the right, hop back, turn and kick. Switch to the left, hop back, turn and kick. Switch to the right, hop back, turn and kick. Switch to the left, hop back, turn and kick, switch, right, back, kick, switch, left, back, kick, switch, right, back, kick, switch, left, back, kick, switch, right, back, kick, switch, left. Y'all got it. So, that goes for everybody else in the room as well. Again, I don't know what everybody's energy levels are, but if you're feeling a little bit lower, if you want to do the, if you're feeling a little bit low today, you can stick with the easier one. Or, technically, you could alternate between both steps too, all right? So while you're doing this drill, I want to give you guys the creative liberty or the creative freedom to either stay idle where you are. If you really want to challenge yourself, similar to like what we did in the house class, you could go in a circle. So that will look like this, where I start out going forward, and then I'm rotating, doing the same exact footwork, just straddling in a circle, and then I'll go to my left, just like that. Again, same exact step. I'm just rotating in place. If you guys want to play with variations of the same step, for example, you can just stick on one side like that. You can play with levels, meaning I get super low and come back up, right? So I want you to explore. That is the goal, okay?
Can you give some suggestions on what to do with our hands during this movement?
Yes. So I think that when I think of top rock, or when most people think of top rock, and you can correct me as well, and maybe I can just ask everybody this question too, but I think that most people are normally focusing solely on footwork. They're not necessarily thinking of your hips, your head, your shoulders, your hands, your arms. So because a lot of the steps, like if I just top rock casually, I'm here, and then I'm here, and then I'm here, and then I'm here, and then I'm here, but I'm not really doing much with my arms, but I'm demonstrating what the footwork looks like. And now if I do that same thing, now if I want to add arms, now I'm here, right? I'm here. So at all times, I'm playing with the music, I'm playing with sequences, I'm playing with patterns, I'm doing gestures, I'm doing spins, rolls, I'm pointing, small subtle freezes. You want to really just use everything that's not like below your waist to emphasize the dance. At the end of the day, again, this is a dance, and I think when most people think of breaking and top rock, it's just here, go to my power, and then they go down and hit the floor, right? But there's so much you can do, and we already had this conversation, right?
Yeah.
So use this as an opportunity to really be vulnerable and just explore. So again, if we're sticking with the Indian step, which is this step right here, if you're not already just swaying your arms, maybe you can just practice going like this, right? Or you can practice rolling like that, or you can just practice going up and down. You can just practice. I kind of don't want to tell you what to do because I want to see what comes out naturally. Because I don't want you to start emulating me. I want you to really dive within and see what you naturally would do if I tell you not to do something. And then and only then, if you're like absolutely stuck, then I'll start handing stuff to you. Okay? Same thing goes for everybody else. So while we're doing this step, focus on the footwork first, right? And then if you feel comfortable and confident with the footwork, then you can start incorporating more arm movement, more grooves, more bounce, and we shouldn't feel stiff, right? We've had this conversation yesterday with you doing salsa. So the same way how you have that swag while you're doing salsa, right? You can incorporate that into your top rock. right? Again, with the shoulders, with the head movement, with the little shimmies like that. All of that stuff makes the dance beautiful. It makes it really stand out. Because there are so many breakers where, again, it's just like, and then they hit the floor and I'm like, okay, that's just whack. Like, you're not really making me feel anything. I want to be able to feel you guys. I want to be able to see how you're connecting with the music, with the rhythm, with the melody. You know, like you can get really soulful, really funky with it. So, but that takes time. That needs to be trained if it's not natural, which might feel uncomfortable for many, but I'm assuming that all of us do, or at least familiar with some other style of street dance. So you can take inspiration from that. Again, you can take inspiration from, I've already had a whole long dialogue about all the martial artists in class. You can take what you do from your fighting and then incorporate it into breaking. Breaking has a large history with incorporating martial arts into the dance. And even when we're talking about up rocking, you know, where you see just a lot of like kicks and karate movement. But yeah, so I'm hoping we all have a clear understanding of what I'm asking for. And this is more so of you just sticking with that footwork right here, right? And at the same time, once you feel comfortable with your footwork, with your hips, with your feet, with your legs, then you can start incorporating the bounce, the groove, and really just getting like playful, soulful, funky with our arms, our chest, our head, right? And also this is a stamina thing too. So I don't want you to go like 1,000,000 miles per hour in the first 30 seconds, and then I see you over here like wheezing. Keep yourself cool at the same time, right? So any questions, comments, concerns before we get started? We all good? Does anybody need to see the step again? No? Cool. All right. So wait, where's the step? Right here. All right, so let's get it. Again, so Indian step, variations of Indian step, and then on top of that, again, you can play with levels, you can play with turns. If you want, you can travel back. Just please be aware of your space. And yeah, but the core is just this step, just like that, right? Maybe you can go like this, right? That's a small variation, just like that. That's, again, I want you guys to really, really explore with it first before I start giving handouts. All right, and 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, go. This is something that I want you to try not to do. Can anybody assume what I'm about to say?
Not training with the music?
Not necessarily, no. Because even though I want you to be connecting with the music, I am aware that for you to connect with the music first, I know that a lot of you want to be able to get the movement first. So this is the reason why I'm not really super strict when it comes to, if I'm noticing that you're not dancing on beat, I know it's because you're just trying to get the gist of the movement first. And then once you're comfortable, I expect you to apply that to connecting with the music. But thank you for pointing that out, but that's not what everybody's doing.
Is it something that we're not doing in these?
Well, I kind of gave you a big hint from just saying that alone, but yeah.
This is that
Yeah.
contact thing.
Yes. Yes. So I want us to be more conscious and make sure that we're all looking up, even while you're training, because that will then relate into you looking down while you're performing, while you're ciphering, while you're battling. And again, it's just not a good look. If I'm judging you, or if this is performance and I see you looking down versus you looking up, then it's like in the back of my head, that makes me feel like you're not as confident, that you're insecure. And even if those are true feelings, this is nothing more to break that habit of you not looking down, right? So if you really want to see how you look, you got the mirror. But I just don't want us to continuously keep looking down, and I want us to get into the habit of looking up, because that signals confidence. That signals that you feel like you know what you're doing, even if you know that you don't. So that way, when you do get this step, you're still not looking down, because I'm a victim of that myself, where there's many times where I feel good about like certain movement, but I'm still looking down just because I'm conditioned to look down. And I know B-boys and B-girls that are way more, experienced, and bless you, that are way more experienced than me, that still do that habit. And if I'm battling them especially, I will be the first person to be like, yo, I'm here. I'll wave at them, I'll like look up, because it like there's a lack of connection. And when we're dancing, we should be connecting with each other. Whether again, if it's a performance, whether it's a battle, like I should feel you, you should feel me. And to do that, we need to look at each other, right? So let's continue that. I didn't mean to interrupt. We got, I think, a minute and change left. Yeah, so again, we're still focusing on Indian step, arms, levels. You can travel. You can work on just one side, but we're just playing with Indian step. And keep going. And 3, 2, 1, go. Stretch. Let's go into butterfly stretch, please. And left leg out, right leg in, and you're using 2 arms all the way down. So just in case you guys are available, this upcoming weekend, there is going to be a breaking battle located at another dance studio that's in Flushing. It's the same spot where I threw the Halloween party at Evolute. That's going to be on November 23rd, and everybody can switch sides, please. That's going to be November 23rd, I believe. It's going to be from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. I think entry is $20. It's hosted by one of my friends. He goes by B-Boy Jin. He used to own his own breaking studio in Brooklyn called Wondrous. I don't know if anybody's familiar. But yeah, he's one of the guys that I first started dancing with, and I always try to support him. So I'm letting you guys know if you want to go to compete and or just to watch, just to support a breaking event, and that's happening again November 23rd. And feet together, please. I'm sorry, it's the 23rd is on a Saturday. My bad. Sunday's my birthday, so I'm mixing up days. It's the 23rd is Saturday, so it's this Saturday in Flushing from 4 to 8. There we go.
Happy early birthday.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Yeah, so this is the last day, I think, before the big day. So yeah.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still debating on like what I want to do. I have lots of options to choose from. Also, left leg back, and then try to bring your back all the way down to the best of your ability. But I will make this announcement again. I said this last week. I'll say it again, especially for the new people that are here. So on the 29th. There's a party called Soul in a Horn. It's one of my favorite events in New York City. I will be having a birthday party there if you guys are interested in coming through. And if you want to bring friends, a partner, other dance mates, you are more than welcome to do so. I have a birthday guest list, which means that I can get everybody here in for free. Normally, otherwise, tickets are like $50 at the door.
50?
Yes.
50?
Yeah, 50. It's a pretty pricey party.
Wait, when and where is it?
It's going to be located at, also sit up and switch legs, please. It's going to be located, the venue is 99 Scott Avenue. So it's like the industrial area in Brooklyn. The venue's beautiful though. I've been there a couple times before. It's really cool. There's no dress code either. So we could technically roll up like this, and because I know like when we think about going out and clubbing in New York City, we think about having to get super dolled up and women with makeup and fellas with tuxes and suits. But they're very dancer friendly here, so you can wear whatever you want.
What is the date again?
The date is going to be the 29th.
Okay.
Yeah, Friday the 29th. So it is the day after Thanksgiving, which I know will be tricky for a lot of you. But if you want to come and burn off, the food, then yeah, I'll be there. The music that they play is a variety of funk, disco, hip hop. They play breaks. They play house, Latin music as well, like some salsa. It's a mix of everything. They have multiple rooms with different DJs as well. And I just can't I can't advocate for this event enough. Like it's been like one of my favorite events for sure. So if you guys are interested in going to that, you can just DM me on Instagram, which is bboystatic. And if you're not on Instagram, I can give you my number, my email, whatever is best convenient for you. Also, next stretch, feet together. Hips are gonna come all the way up, just like that, and hold it. But yeah, if you guys have not been, I promise you will have a good time. Like the music is really good. It's really, really good. So, and it's free, so yeah, you got nothing to lose. For whatever reason you don't like it, which I think you will. But yeah. Yeah. And again, the same thing goes if you guys want to bring anybody. You just have to like give me their names. I'm going to be submitting the list. I have to submit it, I think like a minimum of at least a couple days before the party. Normally they if it's on Friday, they're probably gonna want the list no later than like Wednesday. Again, B-Boy Static on IG, or you can just ask for my other information after class if you're interested, and I got you. But if you can send me your name, preferably today, because I already have a list going, then that would be very helpful. All right? And come down slowly and switch to elbow plank. All right. Sometimes actually. Normally they do not, but this venue was actually the only venue over the years that I've been going to this event where they sell food, and they had a empanada. They had like a little empanada like stand. But if you do want to eat, then there's a bunch of like food trucks too that's like directly outside the venue. You know, where they'll sell tacos and quesadillas and a lot of the Latino food and.
It's not for asking, man.
Yeah, I mean,
hungry.
I get it, man. I get it. Typically for me though, whenever I go to this party, I will eat really huge, like a huge dish. I'll go in and then have all the food in my stomach, dance it off, and
We
then.
burning calories.
Yeah, man, but I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but like since I started breaking, like my metabolism like quadrupled. So I'm always hungry. Yeah. Awesome, good job. Come down slowly. Next one. Coming right here. And we're sitting on our heels. Back is straight. Arms just like that. Keep it straight, just like that. Almost there, almost there. 20 more seconds. And come down, stretching our wrists, flat down, just like that. But again, not to like try to scare anybody, but again, just to give you guys like a mental heads up, like for the remainder of class after we stretch, I do want to try to like really push today for like the rest of class. So we have like a nice slow warm up, but for the rest of class, I really want to get you guys like sore, sweaty, and drill some of this stuff in. And at any point, and I mentioned this like I think the second to last class, also switch to sideways and add more emphasis on your pinky. Alright? Get like the corner of your wrist. Hold up, what do I want to say? What's my train of thought?
You're talking about killing us for drills.
Oh. Yeah, so at any point if you feel like anything that I have you do is, again, you want a little bit more of a push, I'm more than happy to modify it for you. And if you feel like it's too tough, I will urge you to try your best. That's all I'm asking for you to try. Alright? And the next one, backwards, just like this, all the way back. And arms up, and we're rotating, like that. And opposite direction, please. Nice. Alright, and shake them out. Alright, so we're going to start with freeze drills, and then we're going to work backwards from freezes to forward stuff, and then eventually get ups and get downs, and then ending it back in top rock. So I'm going to go like in reverse order from what we did last time. So, just by show of hands, how many of us feel comfortable, or how many of us know what like a regular freeze is? If I ask you just to do a freeze, are we all aware of the terminology of what I mean when I say do a freeze? So, no. Okay, so I'll provide an example. So a freeze is nothing more than like a dynamic pose, right? And there are different levels to this. So if I were to give you like a level 1 freeze that is almost trivial to strength or anything like that, it would be me going like this. We all recognize, like this pose from the 80s, but that's technically a freeze. If I come here, this would technically be a freeze if I do this at the end of my breaking set, right? We take it up a notch, and this is where things get a little bit more difficult. Freezes also will emulate a lot of yoga movement. So I don't know if either of you do yoga, but if you do, you have a strong advantage of what I'm going to ask you to do. If not, try your best. But one example of a freeze would be this right here, where I'm stabbing one of my elbows directly into my core, and then once I do that, I'm going to find the balance and then come over just like that, right? So again, this would be something that I would hit at the end of my set, typically, right? And then from here, there are different ways to go into different freezes, or I can transition into different freezes. So for example, if I wanted to go from this baby freeze to a headstand, I could come in and switch just like that, or I can go like this, or I can go like this, or like that. And then if I wanted to go back down, it's a baby freeze. Now back here, right? So, again, if you have zero experience with freezes, I'm not going to ask you to do all of that, right? However, I will give you something to do to emulate what you need to do to get up to that. So think of it as like a prerequisite, right? For those of you that have your freezes already, we're going to be doing something very, very similar to that, and we're going to start with stacking. So stacking is you going from one freeze to another while at the same time changing levels. So that was just a really basic level stack where I'm going from baby freeze, headstand, back into baby freeze. And that's what we're going to start with. If you have absolutely no experience with freezes, I'm going to start you with just trying to just do a simple baby freeze by going into it using this method, right? I don't like teaching this 100% only because I don't want you to utilize the way that I'm going to teach you how to get into this. Like, you're not going to be doing this in real time, but this is more so just to help you build strength to eventually do the actual freeze. And then once you feel comfortable holding yourself, then I would teach you the actual way to get into it. But just for the sake of time, you're not going to have time to like do what I want you to do just yet. And that this is going to take time. This is going to take multiple classes. This is going to take you practicing at home and things of that nature. But just for the sake of now, if you're not comfortable with your freeze, what I'm going to ask you to do is you're going to start with your left knee down onto the floor. Your right knee is going to be up just right here. You're going to take this elbow right here, and you're going to connect it to this knee just like that, right? This is your first point of support, right? Your second point is this elbow is going to tuck in this region right here. So this is my grip, right? It should be somewhere between here all the way to here, depending on how comfortable you are when you do the stab. And a stab is just terminology for me taking my elbow and just plugging it all the way in for support to hold my body weight, right? Again, in the beginning, if this is your first time doing this, more than likely you will fall, more than likely this is going to hurt, it is not going to feel good, it's not going to feel comfortable. But the only way to develop the muscle, or to get comfortable with this, just like with anything, is consistency. So this is more so for you to feel the uncomfort, and for you just to get familiar with what it feels like to try to get into it. Even if you go into it and then you fall after half a second, that's still something, okay? So I don't want you to walk out here going, fuck, I couldn't even do a freeze because it took me a good month and a half to just get a regular baby freeze. I don't know about anybody else here that has your baby freeze already, but it took me a month and a half. So, yeah. But again, so once you stab this left elbow to your right knee, just right here, and find your footing just right here. This right elbow is stabbing again, just right here underneath your rib, and you're going to pretty much hold yourself just like that. So from here, I am now going to place both of my hands down onto the floor, and all of the weight is going to slowly kind of just hang out and chill just right here. Okay? So once you feel somewhat comfortable with your placing here, then I'm going to ask you to challenge yourself by going down deeper, deeper, and deeper to the point where you can put your head on the floor. And if you're able to hold it just like this, that is a plus. If you drop down because this right knee falls down right here, you're going to put it right back up. It does take some effort, but the goal is just to try to hold it for at least a second, okay? So great and great. Y'all are already 2 steps ahead of what I thought you were going to do, assuming that this is your first time freezing.
But it's like here, right? It's okay?
If your elbow's coming down this low, when you eventually go into the freeze, that's fine. But initially, it's going to start here. Then if it gravitates down, that's fine. But I just want you to get into the habit of doing the stab. Like it should be again like where your lower ribs are located. All right. And for everybody else, right? If you feel comfortable with your freeze, then the drill that I'm going to have you guys do is that same step, right? However, I'm going to add an extra layer to it. So that is going to start with baby freeze first, right? Here, going into headstand. From here, right? And then from here, you're going to push up into handstand. All right? And 3, 2, 1. Here, stand up, and then from here, we're going to come back into. Actually, maybe that's pushing it. I was gonna request handstand into headstand into baby, but I don't know how comfortable you guys all are when it comes to going to handstand into headstand.
I don't think I can do like either, like handstand to handstand.
That's something I want you to try.
Yeah.
It's very. I had my younger students try it like earlier this week, and they were all like, "Mr. Brand, I don't like you no more." Like they were all so angry, but they're getting stronger like that. Yeah. So that's something that I want you all to drill. Okay? So when I say drill, it means that we're doing this over and over and over and over. I'm gonna put a timer, and at all points of this, you're not stopping. You're holding it. So for those of you that are just doing a regular baby freeze, if you feel like you got this step down already, right? I want to challenge you, and I can show you the standard way to get into this freeze, which would be instead of you going like this, right? You would be going like this. You're gonna start in your knees. This right elbow is going to stab into like your abs or your core right here. Your wrist is going to come all the way back, just like the stretch that we did. Your left arm and your left hand are going to place directly in front, and you're going to stab in just like that. All right? So from this position right here, you're then going to take your head, place it to the side, just right here, and then you're going to lift up your hips, just right here. And now the hard part from this position is you're going to take this right knee and you're going to jump so that way it lands onto this left elbow. And I'm going to demonstrate that. Just like this. In 3, 2, 1. Alright? And if I bring it back, it's just like that. So you're taking this, again, right knee. You're physically jumping, like you're thrusting your hips up like that subtly, and you're crunching in your stomach. So you're gonna feel a really tight resistance here, right? In some cases, some of us, and again, I'm speaking on behalf of us that have this freeze already, some of us might hold our breath temporarily just for like the initial the initial jump or the initial push, but you're definitely gonna feel it super tight right here, okay? Again, this is not to scare y'all, but I just want to just mentally prepare you of like how it physically feels, because it doesn't feel good when you're not used to it. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? So just make sure that you're just prepared to just really tighten in this core. I'll demonstrate it again. So I'm just right here, and I'm gonna jump into it. And when I say jump, I'm literally going like that. And when I jump, this whole right leg is crossing over to then rest on this left leg, this left arm. All right? And that's going to look like 3, 2, 1, just like that. All right? And then for those of you that have this, you can take it up a notch and try to lift your head, just like that, and see if you can balance it. All right? If you really want to like train, because this is balance and strength training at the same time. And you're holding your body all the way up like that. So that's what we are going to work on first. Do you have any questions? Yes.
Yeah, for the first, not this way, the way before, where you had your knee off the floor.
Yeah.
When you reach over, how are you like falling onto your hands?
Slowly, super slow.
No, but like which,
So you mean like,
going this way and my fingers like that
so you
way?
mean in regards to like your actual hand placement?
Yeah.
So with me, both of my hands and both of my fingers are going to be in the like the right of where like my leg is. So my hands look like that. Like I'm placing them down just right here. Like they're not coming in like that, but they're just like that. And then I'm placing it down here, right? And oops. Yep. And then they're going to pretty much stay in that same position. However, I will say that if you prefer to bring it in like this too, I've seen some people freeze like that. Because sometimes when people are doing power, your hand will spin, depending on what freeze you're transitioning into or out to from the power move that you're doing. Again, power is nothing more than you utilizing momentum. So if you see people do like flare into like baby freeze, sometimes the momentum from the flare will have their hand physically turn like that, and then they'll stick their freeze like that versus like that, right? So at the end of the day, I would say that I would recommend for you to just stay like this, but I don't want you to like freak out if you notice that people might be going like that, because it depends on like what they're doing prior or what they're planning on going into from that same exact freeze, if that makes sense. Okay? Any other questions, comments, concerns before you guys start? Be good? Be good? Alright, so I'm gonna put the timer on. I'm gonna bounce around and just watch everybody. And the goal is just to hold those freezes as long as you can. If you drop it, get up and try again. But then after that, you are going to, well, this is more so for the people that are doing the stacking. After you physically bring you come up from handstand, if you have the endurance to come back down and to rest into baby freeze, that's what I would love to see. So that means that after you're hitting, again, here, into here, then into here, back down, whoop. So if you fall, you can catch yourself and brace yourself with your shoulder. I'm used to landing on my shoulder as like a safe fall, I guess. But I would rather land here than fall over and like hit my back. So that, that might happen where you might fall. So I just want you also just to use this as an opportunity to explore and get comfortable falling too. Because I think a lot of us don't really train how to fall at the same exact time. And then it's like, when you fall, it's kind of just like this really traumatic thing. But I think if you get used to falling, like with intention, versus it being like a super scary thing, like fuck, I fell, then yeah, because that's kind of like my mindset of skating. Like I skate a lot, like as you see, so I had to teach myself to get comfortable with like actually falling instead of like freaking out. So I knew that like I just lost my footing, and I intentionally just, you know, absorbed the blow with my shoulder versus me just freaking out and whatever. Yes?
I want to train to like do this thing.
Yes.
Is there like a step in between, like from this one into?
Yes. It would literally just be you holding this, right? And then you're gonna lift up your left hand just like that.
Okay.
And just hold it just like that. So right now I feel it, but it's not like the full thing that it would be if I asked you to jump into it. And then bring it back down if you need to breathe, and then when you're ready to train again, boom. Because right now, when I do that, I'm training this, my core, for the impact, and also my wrists at the same exact time. And you're breathing too. So make sure that you're consciously breathing, you're not holding your breath. Okay? So, wow. So you are going to be stacking. Okay?
Yeah.
So you're going to start with baby freeze, going into headstand, and then making the attempt to go into handstand.
Okay.
And then if you feel like you got it from there, from your handstand, going back down into headstand, and then going back into baby freeze, and then rest there. The goal is not to touch the floor. But if you feel like that is too much, then I'll give you an easier variation, which would be baby, into headstand, into handstand, and then stand up, and then reset. And then, yeah. And then if you really, really want to challenge yourself, you could try to go in the opposite direction. Go from handstand, safely into headstand, into baby freeze. And then, yeah. So that way you guys will have something to work on. All right? So, let's go. I'm watching. Be careful. And if you need help, I'm here. Just raise your hand. You might want to go into that stretch again with this, and this while I'm explaining the next exercise. All right, so next we're going to be doing footwork, all right? So for here, we are going to start again in this position, just like this. I'm going to have you guys kick out just right here. Oops. We're going to kick out just right here. We're going to then have our left foot come just like that, right? From here, I bring it around, back in here. Okay, so again, I'm here first, stepping out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, 1, 2, 3, sitting on my heel, 4, 5, 6. So if I go a little bit faster, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Also, I'm moving this right arm in place just like this, just to help me with maneuvering all of the weight here while this right leg is active, going up and down, left and right. So again, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right? And you're just drilling that over and over. All right? Excuse me?
Both sides?
No, you're just sticking on one side. Yeah. So after you do this, right? And after I have you guys finish this, eventually that is going to transform into something else that I'll show you after. But for now, you're just sticking with that. All right? Does anybody need to see that step one more time?
Yeah, just one more.
Okay, no problem. Alright, so starting just right here. All of the weight is on my left side. Stepping forward. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if I go faster, I'm going to play with the music so I can show you what a slow rhythm will look like, right?
Hey homeowners,
Oh my God.
want to save hundreds of dollars on new windows and doors from Renewal by Anderson?
exact thing. And 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, and 5, 6, 7. Go. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ideally, I would like for everybody to be on the same count, but if you end up slowing down, I'm not going to sweat it. Alright? So, how are you doing?
You get like 30 seconds.
You got 20 seconds?
Once again, the first step.
Yeah, I got you. We're starting this right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Yeah. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. You want to work it out one more time? You got it? I can do it again. You sure? Only if you need to see it again. You sure? Okay. This is my job. I'll do it as many times as you guys need it. Okay. I just had a really long day, that's all, but I'm good.
So you go around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then the other way, 5 backwards.
So you're gonna start from the beginning, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then go backwards to 4, 3, 2, 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And 5, 4, 6.
Yeah, so you're gonna go from 1 to 5, and then from 5 to 1, and then from 1 all the way back to 6, and then you reset. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all ready? And 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, go! Lower the speed, but at all points you should all be moving. weight to my left arm, landing on my right foot, hips, chest, turn to the left, inward. That's a very dramatic jump. We're jumping into it. I'm getting airtime. Once I'm up here, push, boom. This is a transition for us to get up to the floor. So when we're drilling it, 5, 6, 7, and and 5, 6, 7, go. Again, 5, 6, 7, go. And 5, 6, 7, go. And 5, 6, 7, go.
Feel confident about weight loss with compounded semaglutide injections made with the same active ingredient as Ozempic.
It's just, if you got it, you got it. If you don't, you watch. But after everybody tries to go at least once, that's it for class. Alright? Whoever wants to try it, the floor is yours. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2.
New York City homeowners can get a free roof while paying $0 out of pocket, saving upwards of $25,000. So if your roof is leaking, Dan.
Alright. Try it one time. Nice. That was good. Alright. One final time. coming. Yep, I'm coming in there. Write it down. I low key want to stay in here and hustle, but I gotta. All right, I'll be back then. I'm gonna bounce because I actually want to hustle tonight. So.
Let's check it out. Because I know that they went over like 5. Okay.
What's up?
We haven't done it in practice. We don't know what we're dancing.
Opportunity to practice hustling like when I actually go out to parties. So I mean that's the only time that I had the opportunity to actually practice.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've ever hustled in the studio before. So this is gonna be a first one. Yeah. Word.
Can you put our names down for the thing on the 29th?
Yes, can you? I want all you to DM me like right now. That way I won't forget.
You took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah, like literally.
I myself on Instagram.
Yeah. Hold up. Let me grab my. Let me give you my iPad because I'm streaming right now.
So do you know any other places with practice space, but like it's not always crowded and packed? Like for example, I've been going to Evolute one place, and it's like kind of empty, which I really like. It's like a practice space. But here, it's like always so packed. You know, it's a conundrum because you live in the city.
Yeah. Hold up. Well, for starters, I was thinking of Cypher Break in Brooklyn, but I think they're pretty packed too.
Oh, really?
But I can send you like just a list of all the practice spots.
I appreciate that. Static, right?
Yes. Oh, you're not on IG anymore?
I don't have it on my phone right now, which is why.
Let me.
Oh.
Jack Black. Oh, that's it. Yeah. I'm not Jack Black.
Oliver, this is Zach Jones.
Oh, yes.
Alright.
is going on now through December 28th at 10.
It's like his lips are anti-gravity.
You kung kidding? Ain't nobody praying for me. Y'all know what happens on Earth stays on Earth.
I wanted to die for this shit. I just die for this shit. I take a line for this shit. Put a bomb down and go out for a dime for this shit. DOT my enemy, won't catch a vibe for this shit. I've been stuck down in front of my mama. My daddy commissary made it to commas. Bitch, y'all like you all dead. So ain't nobody praying for me. I'm on your head. 30 years later, other fans watching. ATM
one. That's all I touch from. My soul is the pain in my brain vein. Money maintain, no one forget the brain sample and pain. I used to do my thing hard. Rolling forward and sticking while they Jews or if they game cards. Picture the pockets flashing my quick cash. We got my first piece of ass moving blessed with hash. Now we're up for Thank you. Thank you for trusting us with your secret recipes and shared moments. Thank you for bringing us into your homes and into your hearts for nearly 150 years. Thank you for making Quaker a part of your family.
We love home internet from T-Mobile.
Oh my God, Kevin.
Over your home. Take a class in your attic. That dead spot is gone. Stream LA in your backyard to paint on your lawn.
Glorious.
Oh, my bad.
I wanted Kevin to kill the bee. I wanted Kevin to kill the bee.
Let's trace the hits and check the file. Let's see who bit and now take the style. I flip the script so they can't get filed. At least not now, it'll take a while. I change the bass to a big beat. I drop the bass to a see get weight for everyone they trace in the scar they keep. It's when I spit, they freak, it's wet the technique. I made my debut in 86 with a melody in front of this mix. And I'm still on target and refuse to miss. And I still make hits with beats. All these clubs and cars and jeeps. Underground sound, my voice
With Squarespace, you can turn any idea into a reality. That means that when you make a website, you can turn your solo birdwatching walks into a booked-out tour seeking the rarest species. Or your backyard band practice into sold-out shows and sold-out merch. And your smoothest ski skills into a slope school for beginners. Squarespace, a website makes it real. Use offer code SoundCloud for 10% off your website or domain.
Taking place. I'm on my way up the stairs to the bedroom in my tray underwear. Had to run from the chimney with care. With hopes that the police soon will be here. I'm on yeah, fuck knocking, you kick the door. You take the ball, yell out, it's a stick up, hit the floor. You fish cake niggas stay in the know. Did your mama name you or Mrs. Paul? Battle in session, what's up with it? I talk like I walk with a fucked up nigga. It's just us bitches. Don't shoot out the whole hoop. I aim at your party, hit your whole hoop. We should've had Kane. Niggas gon' put some respect on my name. One way or another, I work a whole winter to take over the summer. They late to the party, cause they on the summer. Don't hop on that now, niggas stay away under. I'm on no pay, don't bum me. I'm about to get fly like my layover coming. I promise I don't feel the day over 20. They hate but so far away, it's funny. I'm clapping at niggas like they owe me money. Shit, I the clip looking like Chick-fil-A on a Sunday. Always knew we was gon' get our revenge. Aiming whoever ain't there out the way. You know, cause I'm God at this rap shit. I just forget all the sins. Oh, how you wish. You know, cause I'm better than 10 out of 10. Everybody say that they started at the bottom. I don't get a title, but this how it is. Look at your son. Look at what you become. This how it is. Never see no one get this high again. Don't try to shit, it's just how I spin. One of my opponents for 2 out of 10. I hear him up, it's for 2 out of 10. Came around shots, so that's just how to swim. Came around shots, so that's just how to swim. Just how to swim. This how it is. Never see no one get this high again. Don't try to shit, it's just how I spin. One of my opponents for 2 out of 10. I hear him up, it's for 2 out of 10. Came around shots, so that's just how to swim. Came around shots, so that's just how to swim.
it's that time. Thank y'all for coming out. A couple announcements. For those of you that are curious of competing, there is a breaking battle happening at Evolute this Sunday, which is my bad. However, this Sunday is my birthday, so if y'all wanna party or kick it, let me know. But the breaking battle is this Saturday. It's Get Fresh Volume 28, I think.
Yeah.
20 to enter. I think it's 20. This, I think there's another thing coming up as well. But I'll make that announcement next week because it's closer to December. But yeah, this Saturday, 1v1 breaking. And yeah, all right. That is all.
Oh, do you want to judge a little bit?
Damn, double.
Is that funny? You want to get the easy wrong?
How do I gain skill?
How do you what?
Oh,
Practicing. Like, because I haven't seen you in like a month. You disappeared.
bro, how you gonna go?
So, like, don't disappear.
I know. I
All right, brother. Have a good night, dude. Take care.
Come safe, bro.
All right, you too. Till next time.
I'll make it break. Get a little. Well, because there's a lot of like pieces, right? There's a lot of these things.
Why do you like this, bro? My God.